What's on, guys? Just here about my channel. Tonight we'll be doing a review for Friday Smackdown, so let's get to it then. Michael welcomes us to Smackdown, introduces Pat McAfee as his co-host for today since he's got hit straight in Indianapolis. McAfee talks about retiring and living his dream in the WWE and tells Indianapolis that he's brought Royal Rumble to their city. We go to the ring and Joe Tessitore talks to the crowd and talks about last week with Kevin Owens calling him out, so he would like to give Kevin Owens the platform he wants to discuss his thoughts. Kevin Owens makes his way out to the ring. Tessitore tells Owens this is his opportunity to be heard and asks him what he feels is being misunderstood. Owens asks Tessitore if this how he is making amends because last week all Tessitore cared about was Cody Rhodes, and he calls out the disrespect and says he gets disrespected, but almost everyone does. He says he will win the title tomorrow night at the World Rumble. Owens asks Tessitore if he thinks he's a tough guy and tells Tessitore he doesn't accept his apology for one-sided journalism. Owens takes his belt and starts to leave. CM Punk's music hits and he makes his way out to the ring. Punk and Owens stand and just stare at each other for a good while until Owens asks Punk what he wants. Punk says he's here to offer an apology. Well, two apologies. He apologizes for interrupting Owens, and his second apology is if Owen thinks Punk was looking past him, but tomorrow when Punk wins the Rumble, he will take the title off of Rhodes or Owens. He says the main event at WrestleMania could very well be Punk versus Owens, and if Owens beats Rhodes, his title reign won't be very long. Owens says the thought of them main eventing WrestleMania, Owens beating Punk at WrestleMania, is a great thought. Owens tells Punk he knows that it's been a dream of Punk's to main event. To main event WrestleMania, but the idea of Punk not getting to headline WrestleMania feels good to him because Owens is a multiple time WrestleMania main eventer. He tells Punk he hopes Punk doesn't win the Rumble and goes to leave. Punk stops him and says they're just getting started here. Punk says he hasn't lost 5 title matches at the Rumble. He's never lost to Logan Paul or manipulated his friends Owens has. Punk's like Owens has. Punk tells Owens he takes shortcuts to get to where he wants, and only two things need to happen for them to face off at Mania. Punk has to win the Rumble, and Owens has to defeat Rhodes. Punk tells Owens to come back in the ring so he can beat him up. Owens pretends to get in the ring, but instead leaves. The Miz talks with Nick Aldis backstage and complains about how he is having trouble finding friends on SmackDown and talks about Andrade walking away from him. He says he would beat up Andrade if he was here right now, and Andrade is standing behind him. A match between the two has been set for tonight. Alright, Jimmy Uso walks backstage as Shinsuke Nakamura watches him. Uso tells Carmelo Hayes he'll make a lesson of him. Alright, first match coming up, Jimmy Uso versus Carmelo Hayes. Before the bell, Hayes attacks Uso and stomps on him in the corner. Hayes takes down Uso with an elbow and chops him around the ring. Uso fires back with a headbutt and chops of his own. Hayes rolls up Uso for a 2 count, and Uso rolls up Hayes for a 2 count. Uso hits Hayes with the uppercut and then knocks him out of the ring. Uso goes for a suicide dive, but Hayes runs in the ring and clotheslines Uso. Hayes hip attacks Uso in the corner and covers for 2 after a DT. Uso ends up out of the ring, and Hayes flips over the ropes onto him and sends Uso back in the ring. Uso flies out of the ring, taking out Hayes. Uso beats on Hayes in the ring and goes for a running hip attack, but misses. Hayes walks into a Samoan drop and covers for 2. Hayes knocks Uso off his rocker on the top rope and gets on the top rope with Uso. Uso hits a top rope modified superplex, laying out both men. Hayes hits first 48 and covers for a near fall. Uso super kicks Hayes and covers for a 2 count. Uso goes up top and jumps onto a double knee, and Hayes covers for 2. Hayes goes up top and splashes onto Uso and covers for a near fall. Uso kicks Hayes on the top rope and tries for a top rope Samoan drop, but Hayes knocks him down after 2 pinning combos. Uso rolls up Hayes for the win. So winner is Jimmy Uso. Alright, Byron Saxton catches up with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Saxton brings up Green being pinned last week by Mitchell. Green says she will win tonight and she'll win the Rumble as well tomorrow. Alright, second match coming up. WWE Women's United States Championship match. Chelsea Green, who is a champion, with Piper Nevin with Piper Nevin versus Mitchin with BFAB. After the bell, Green takes down Mitchin, but Mitchin rolls her up for a quick 2 count. Mitchin tries for another roll up, and Green rolls out of the ring to lock up again. They lock up again in the ring, and Green slaps Mitchin, and Mitchin hits a release German suplex and hits another one. Green rolls out of the ring and gets scared of BFAB, allowing Mitchin to hit a suicide dive on Green. Back in the ring, Mitchin covers for a 2 count and then goes for defeat, but Green runs away. Mitchin punches Green on the turnbuckle. Green knocks Mitchin out of the ring with Nevin's help. Green beats up Mitchin outside the ring and sends her back in the ring and covers for a 2 count. Green hits a facebuster on Mitchin and slams her head into a turnbuckle and covers for a near fall. Mitchin hits a snap suplex and boots. Green hits a hurricanrana on Green. Mitchin takes down Green and punches her a few times and kicks her. Mitchin hits a back to title and curves for a near fall. Green rolls up Mitchin for a near fall, and Mitchin does the same. Green sets up for the unprettier, but Mitchin counters. Mitchin hits defeat, and Green rolls out of the ring. Nevin gets involved, and BFAB takes out Nevin. Green smokes Mitchin with a candlestick and gets a squad fight. So winner by disqualification, Mitchin. Alright, Byron Saxton talks to Naomi and Bianca Belair, and he asks them what happens if the last two standing are them. They tell the world that they'll always support each other. Alright, I have a segment promo thing coming up. Damien Priest. Damian Priest makes his way out to the ring and gets on the mic. Priest says 4 years ago he started on Raw and he's gone from a nobody to the World Heavyweight Champion. But that was Raw, and now he's on Smackdown. He isn't here to make a name impact, but it's all about being the champ. He says he'll win the Rumble and main event WrestleMania. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga come out, and Fatu says he sees Priest and knows who he is and what he's done. Fatu says they both have come from the streets, but he was in the box, and Priest should be worried because Fatu is off the leash. Now, Fatu tells Priest he either lays down or they'll beat his ass. Priest asks Fatu if that's supposed to imitate him. If they're both from streets, why are they talking? Priest kicks Tonga, and he and Fatu stare each other down. Priest and Fatu attack each other, and Tama Tonga joins in, and it's now 2-on-1. They start beating our Priest in the corner. Tonga goes and gets a chair and calls out LA Knight, who takes down Tonga and Priest. And Knight gets the best of Fatu, sending Tonga and Fatu out of the ring. Knight gets on the mic and issues a tag match with Priest against Tonga and Fatu. Alright, Murder City Machine Guns approach Lego Del Fantasma and ask them if they're ready for their tag match. MCMG says they'll have Los Garza's back, and Los Garza tells them if they beat DIY at the Rumble, they'll be coming after him. Alright, third match coming up, pretty deadly. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson and DIY, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa versus Los Garza, Angel Umberto with Electra Lopez and Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Alright, Berto and Prince start off, and Berto. Yeah, this is fourth match. Anyways, Berto and Prince start off, and Berto smoke Prince with the flying body check. Prince is thrown in an armbar. Prince battles out and tags Wilson. They double team Berto, and Ciampa tags in and is kicked down by Berto. Berto hits a rolling moonsault and covers for a near fall. MCMG hits the facial on Ciampa, and now all 8 men are in the ring, and DIY / Pretty Deadly are sent outside, and the team suicide dive outside, and we get a commercial. Back from commercial, Sabin is being brutalized by all members of the opposing team. Prince clotheslines Sabin and hits a leg drop and covers for a 2 count. Prince punches out Sabin and tags in Wilson. Sabin takes down both Prince and Wilson, and Angel is tagged in and goes to town on Pretty Deadly. Angel kicks Wilson and hits a high crossbody and covers for a near fall. Prince is tagged in, and now all the men are in the ring beating on each other. Gargano is legal and takes out Shelly outside. And Angel hits a moonsault on Pretty Deadly. Berto hits a set out powerbomb on Gargano and almost gets a near fall. Berto wants to tag Angel, but Sabin tags in, and this caused contention between Sabin, Berto, and Angel. Ciampa is tagged in, and he takes out Sabin. Los Garza leaves MCMG and heads backstage. Ciampa beats on Sabin outside the ring and sends him back in the ring. Sabin is chopped in the middle of the ring. Sabin takes out Pretty Deadly, and DIY covers Ciampa for a 2 count. Ciampa rolls up Sabin for a 2 count and then takes him out with a clothesline. Ciampa accidentally kicks Prince, and Wilson gets pissed and doesn't let Ciampa tag out. Sabin rolls up Ciampa for the win. So winners are Los Garza and Motor City Machine Guns. Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu walk backstage and see DIY's tag titles. Tonga stares down at DIY and says, yeah, 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 yeah. Alright. Pretty Daly comes by and DIY asks them what happened. Pretty Daly tells them they're on their own tomorrow. Tyrese Halliburton, hope I said that right, comes out to hang out with Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. Alright, fourth match coming out, Naomi with Bianca Belair versus Liv Morgan with Raquel Rodriguez. The women lock up and Morgan begins with kicks and takes down by Naomi. Morgan takes down Naomi with a body check and walks into an arm drag and head scissors by Naomi. Naomi uses her butt to suffocate Morgan and mule kicks. Morgan ducks to avoid 2 kicks, but is nailed by the third. Naomi hits a leg drop and covers Morgan for a 2 count. Naomi hits a delayed vertical suplex and covers again for a 2 count. Rodriguez distracts Naomi, allowing Morgan to get her on the mat and covers her for a near fall. Back from break, Morgan tries to pin Naomi, but only gets a near fall. Naomi fights out of a headlock, but Morgan jumps on her back and slaps Naomi in a sleeper hold. Naomi hits a piggyback stunner to break the hold and kicks Morgan. Naomi hits a couple elbows and kicks down Morgan. Morgan is slammed into a turnbuckle, and Naomi comes off the top rope with a crossbody and covers for a near fall. Morgan slams Naomi to the mat using her hair and then kicks her in the corner. Morgan hits a top rope codebreaker and covers for a 2. Naomi rolls up Morgan for a 2 count and then hits the rear view and sets up for her split leg moonsault. And Raquel distracts Naomi. Belair comes and beats on Rodriguez. Naomi rolls up Morgan for the win. So winner is Naomi. Alright, after the match, Morgan and Rodriguez attack Naomi and Bianca Belair. Alright, fifth match coming up, The Miz versus Andrade. The Miz gets Andrade down right off the bell, and the men regroup. Andrade takes down The Miz and knees him in the gut and hits a standing hurricanrana on The Miz. The Miz kicks Andrade and hits a middle rope head scissors on Andrade, sending him out of the ring. The Miz misses a baseball slide, allowing Andrade to take him outside the ring. Andrade hits a moonsault outside the ring on The Miz, and we get a commercial. Back from break, The Miz kicks Andrade to the mat and then delivers some kicks to Andrade's chest. Andrade comes back with a solid chop to The Miz's chest, knocking The Miz down. Andrade hits a flying forearm on The Miz. The Miz on The Miz. I'm sorry. Andrade double knees The Miz in the corner and covers for a 2 count. The Miz is booted right in the face, and Andrade then chops The Miz. The Miz hits a float over DDT and covers Andrade for a near fall. Andrade is beaten in the corner, and The Miz gets on the top turnbuckle, but is attacked by Andrade. And on the top rope, Andrade jumps on the top rope too and hits a Spanish fly from the top rope. Occurs for a near fall. Andrade rolls up The Miz, and The Miz counters with a roll up. Andrade hits a spinning elbow and covers The Miz for the win. So winner is Andrade. Alright, Priest struts backstage, and Santos Escobar comes up to him and offers the help of Leo de Beltasco. If he needs help, Priest declines aggressively and then runs into R-Truth. Truth thinks he's on Raw, and Priest tells him to never change. LA Knight walks up to Priest, and Shinsuke Nakamura is watching Knight again. Priest says today they're partners, but tomorrow at the Rumble there are no alliances. Zelina Vega approaches Tiffany Stratton and says now that she's on SmackDown, she wants a shot at her title. Stratton wishes her luck at the Rumble. Alright, 7 promo coming up with Tiffany Stratton. Michael and Pat McAfee are in the ring talking about the Royal Rumble tomorrow. They invite Stratton out to the ring as she will be paying close attention to the Women's Rumble. Stratton makes her way to the ring with her women's title and gets a mic. Cole asks her how her life has changed since she's won the title. Stratton says she's always been championship material and now everyone knows it. McAfee says it's Tiffy time and he knows every woman is after her title and says it could be Belair, Bailey, Candice LeRae, or even Nia Jax. Stratton says it doesn't matter who wins because it's always Tiffy time. Candice LeRae makes her way out and calls Stratton pathetic and says she shouldn't even say Jax's name. LeRae says she feels betrayed by Stratton, but she knows Stratton is jealous because Nia Jax chose her over Stratton. LeRae says she's entered the Rumble and Stratton will regret betraying them. Jax runs in and tries attacking Stratton, but she moves out of the way and Jax nails LeRae. Jax then hits Stratton with a headbutt and hits the Annihilator on Stratton. Alright, 6 match coming up. Main event: Damian Priest and LA Knight versus Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. The men all start battling before the bell rings. Knight goes for Fatu and Priest goes for Tonga. Fatu is kicked out of the ring by both Priest and Knight, and Tonga starts on Priest, but Priest uses his sides to stop Tonga. Priest has his eyes on Fatu and tags in Knight. Tonga punches Knight and tags in Fatu. Knight is double teamed in the corner and Knight hits a net breaker on Fatu and kicks him a bunch. Fatu kicks Knight and goes to suplex him, but Knight counters to a net breaker and covers Fatu, who kicks out immediately. Priest is tagged in and chops Fatu in the corner and is distracted by Tonga, allowing Fatu to hit a running hip attack against the turnbuckle on Priest. Tonga is tagged in and he goes for Priest's knees. Tonga gets Priest down and covers for a 2 count. Fatu is now tagged in and he places Priest in a neck hold on the mat. Priest is smacked around and he punches Fatu and knocks down Tonga. Knight is tagged in and he unleashes punches on Fatu. Knight knocks Tonga off the apron and takes down Fatu and hits a top rope elbow on Fatu. Tonga trips up Knight, allowing Fatu to slam into Knight, and we get a commercial break. Back from commercial, Knight fights his way out of a headlock only to have Tonga take him down and tag in Fatu. Fatu knocks Priest off the apron and slams Knight's head into the turnbuckle and punches and kicks him. Fatu misses a running hip attack and Knight hits a back suplex on Fatu. Knight tags out as does Fatu. Priest clotheslines Tonga and flips Fatu out of the ring. Priest hits a flapjack on Tonga and clotheslines him several times. Tonga rolls out of the ring and Priest rolls out and throws Tonga onto the announce desk. And then throws Fatu on it as well, and then slams Fatu into the ring post. Priest walks the ropes the Undertaker, and then hits a crossbody on Tonga and covers for 2. Priest goes for the Razor's Edge, but Tonga counters and puts Priest in a sleeper hold. Priest powers out of it and hits Fatu off the apron. Tonga tries to roll up Priest, but isn't successful. Tonga hits the Cradle DT on Priest and covers for a near fall. Knight slams Fatu through the barricade and in the ring. Priest catches Tonga and takes off his head with a clothesline. Priest hits South of Heaven on Tonga for the win. So winners are Damian Priest and LA Knight. After the match, Fatu enters the ring and hits a Samoan job and moonsault on Priest after the show comes to an end. And so he hit the splash Samoan job on when it was about to end and stuff. So it was a good show tonight and stuff, and before the Royal Rumble, which is tomorrow night, all that stuff. So anyways, good show tonight and stuff, and can't wait to see what happens and stuff. I hope CM Punk wins and all that. So yeah. Anyways, that was it for this video. Hope you like it or not. I don't care if you guys like it or not. But so anyways, that was it for this video and stuff. And so like, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a comment. If you guys want to leave a comment and stuff, I don't care what you guys do. Alright, so that was it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Laters.